Hello, everybody. So, I want to ask you one question first. Can you guess how much I paid for this big sized Dragon Ball figure at a local thrift shop in Japan? So, yes, you may have already my answer because of the thumbnail of this video. Yes, exactly. I paid only $6 at the local thrift shop, but I felt a little bit expensive because exactly the same one used to be sold like $2 or $3, a half price than today. So what happened here in Japan is that inflation, of course, price increase for everything. And then, of course, the popularity of the Dragon Ball in the world has raised this kind of figure sold in Japan. And but today I'm not talking about the Dragon Ball and a figure. I would like to talk about inflation and where the money and where Japanese companies like the thrift shop are heading in the future. So that's my question. So let's talk about what is happening in the thrift shop in Japan. So before we continue today's video, I have an announcement to make. So first one is that I have started my own business, which will help you to do anything in Japan. So I would like to become your agent. So if you're interested in something new for your business, your culture, your hobby, whatever it is, please give me your requests, questions into the application box. I'm going to put the link to the application form below in the description. So all you have to do is just give me requests, questions toward me. So please be patient. I'm because I'm only one working by myself. So it will some time to for me to respond all your requests, your questions. So, and second announcement is that I have started two other YouTube channels. One is focusing on my teaching Japanese language. So, if you are interested in learning Japanese, basic Japanese language, please click the link below. And also, I have started another YouTube channel focusing on my just cooking Japanese cooking. So, I make every day's dinner meal for myself or my family. So if you are interested in how to cook the traditional Japanese food, just to click the link below. And the final announcement is that I had to start my membership. So with the membership, you can access my older videos and my upcoming exclusive videos. So let's go back to where I was. So I went to the my favorite local thrift shop the other day, and I found this Dragon Ball figure. I bought this one for $6. And I like explained that, I felt a little bit expensive because I remembered that 1 year ago, exactly the same one was sold at like $3 or $4. And I also found another one. It's a One Piece, the character Sanji, I think. I'm super familiar with the One Piece character, but I bought this one very cheap, 330 Japanese yen, meaning like one $2. $2. Can you believe this? This is sold at $2. And although I'm not, like I said, I'm not super familiar with the character from the One Piece, the quality itself is really, really, really remarkable. So, by the way, I'm going to make some videos showing exclusive videos showing my exploration to the thrift shop. So if you become membership, you can access my exclusive video. So the point is that this is really like the cheapest one, and I believe that 1 year ago, and the price was exactly the same as today. However, the Dragon Ball, the price of the Dragon Ball has been increasing, and also I found this one the cheapest. But the other One Piece characters were sold at like 6, 7, 8, 10 US dollars, and they used to be sold at like half price 1 year ago. So what happened on there? And I realized that what happened on the thrift shop. Maybe it must be happening not only for the thrift shop I went to, but also maybe thrift shops across Japan. But although this is just my personal opinion though, and we have seen some news saying now the anime figures of their Japanese anime figures have been so popular among the world because of the quality. You see the quality. I think this one is must be the old. So looking at the quality, but still it's quality. It's good quality. And I I investigated what it was. So and it was like 7 or 8 years ago, and it was like speed first speed lottery, the award of the first speed lottery. So that you could buy the lottery at convenience store. This was the first prize or something like that. So anyway, what I want to say is that the quality is that this one is very, like I said, very high quality figure. So and then surprisingly, it was sold just at $2. And I saw the news asking for a foreign tourist from Canada, and she went to the bookstore. Sorry, the Book Off. Book Off is another one of the biggest thrift shop. I went to the Hard Off, and we have like a Hard Off, and a Book Off, or other like a Surugaya, or many thrift shop, the second hand anime figures stores. But recently, despite recently the prices of the figures have increased sharply because of the big demand from the foreign tourists. So I can imagine. So maybe the thrift shops have just raised their prices, maybe targeting the foreign tourists. However, you know, and like I explained, 1 year ago, the situation was totally different. And you know, going at the local thrift shop, we didn't see any foreign tourists. And now we have seen a few, actually, a few. However, the total, not the majority of the customers are coming from other countries. So still, majority of the customers are going to these kind of thrift shops are Japanese customers, but they don't buy because of the prices. So we think that still, even though this one is, yeah, we've held at least the very, very cheap and the cheapest one. However, and this one, I think it's moderate and just a $6. It's moderate, but like explained, 1 year ago it was sold exactly half price than today. And like explained, other figures from Dragon Ball, One Piece, and other like Slam Dunk or popular Japanese anime figures pricing has been like 2 times or 3 times higher than before. And the Japanese customers don't buy anymore because we feel it's too expensive. However, maybe foreigners, it's too too cheap. It's too cheap, too reasonable. For they're very, very reasonable still. So that's the reality. So, you know, yeah, I want to give you another example. I should have brought another other figure. Yeah, let's assume. So this one is let let's assume this one is sold at like 10 US dollars. So for Japanese people, we feel it's really, really expensive because it's second hand. It used to owned by nobody, someone we don't know, and the 10 US dollars. We feel very, very expensive, very, very expensive. However, maybe if you're watching this video from USA or European countries, you may feel 10 US dollars is really, really, really good price. And maybe you, if you are a big fan of Dragon Ball, you may be rushing to the store to purchase these and make a big bulk buys the figures, even though the size is very big, so you cannot bring them all to the airport and to the airplane. So, however, the reality is that Japanese people are getting poorer and poorer, so we feel like that. And the price gap, not the surface, but the real price in our mind. There the gap has been bigger and bigger between Japanese people and the foreigners. So this is a reality that I thought. So and then actually I'm going to sell these figures that I just bought or I have bought at the thrift shop. I'm sorry to say that I can't I can't sell this from my own e-commerce at 6 US dollars. I have to make a little bit. I need several a little commission. Maybe I will sell this one like 15 or 12 US dollar without shipping. So my I have to make money. So please understand. But still, I think it's it must be reasonable. It must be the cheap, compared to the pricing on the eBay or something. So just I wanted to give you today is the reality, the pricing, and how big gap, how big we have in our mind, and not on the surface, and how Japanese people are now feeling the this I don't know how to say gap or um I don't know how to say. So and I don't know how the thrift shop that I went to was hard off. So and I'm going to make my exploring video of hard off for the membership only in your future. So if you want to watch the exploring video of the hard watch, please become my membership. And you know, this is not the only. I'm not talking about only for the figures, but also everything. So, and Japan used to be one of the richest countries in the world, like 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But as you know, we have had, we have had what is called lost 30 years, lost 30 years, meaning that for the past 30 years, we haven't had any economic growth. So our income level has been exactly the same level back in 30 years ago. So everything has stopped in terms of their individual financial situation, financial asset, salary, income, and everything is prices. So that's why it's too late, and it's too late for us to come back to the catch up to the world world trend, to catch up their U.S. economy, to catch up their economy in Europe, and maybe any other Asian countries will overpass the Japan's economy, because Japan's economy has been stagnant, and we didn't we haven't seen any improvements for our future growth. So the price gap will be bigger and bigger, and I don't know. I don't know what to say. So the lastly I want to say is that, so that's why I want to start my own business. So I see the big chance, the price gap. For example, yeah, not all the selling online may be easy, but I would like to help you to be more like a to be agent. So if you are looking for something like that, and I would like to look for on behalf of you. So that's my business. But what I want to say is today is that, surprise, 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 330 Japanese yen, just two US dollars. Would you buy, or